Hey, MacDowin here. Today we are taking a look at Spartan Gungnir, I hope I said that right, from Jazwares' Halo Spartan Collection line. I found this at Target quite a while ago for about $19.99. I haven't seen very many lately, but I got this a while ago and I'm a little late reviewing it. So anyway, here is the Gungnir. Like I said, I hope I'm saying that right. We'll flip around to the back side of the box and take a look at some stuff. Up near the top is the accessory list. Down near the bottom is the cross sale for Series 2. And for those who want to see the barcode, here it is. Alright, let's get this figure out of the box and take a look at it. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and please subscribe so you'll be notified of future videos. This is a character you will all have to tell me about. Best I could find is this character first appeared in Halo 3, but beyond that, and between multiple generations of armor, it got a little bit confusing. So anyway, here's the figure on the nice cool turntable. Let's jump in and take a look at the accessories right after we do some figure height comparisons. This figure stands about 6.5 inches tall, and this is what he looks like next to some of the other Halo action figures that we've received in this scale. This figure seems to take most of the figure mold from this figure over here. There's a few small differences, like in the chest armor right here and through the ab section, as best as I can tell. Maybe if I were to pull this ab section up, it would look similar, but I think those are the only differences. The back, the sides, the arms, the legs, they're all the same. As for accessories, he comes with this visor that goes over the head, and there's a couple little pegs inside of here that will kind of hold it tight around the head. Looks like there might be a bit of an electronic computerized eye, a sensor right there, so you can actually see through. The visor, I'm not sure if the visor is meant to be seen through, and this is what they've done, or what. But yeah, a cool little visor helmet to put on this figure. I'm going to call this the Rocket Launcher most often because the name is actually a little bit hard to say. This is the M41 SPNKr lowercase r Rocket Launcher. I'm not sure if that's like SPNKr or what. It's a whole new language for me. There's a hole right here, so you can attach it to the back. I wouldn't recommend attaching it to his leg. This is kind of a large weapon, so this is probably meant to be attached mostly to his back. Flip it around, you can see this side. There's a couple little orange bands around the barrels up here at the very front. Not a lot of colors, kind of two-tone gray, two different colors of gray on here. So one thing I noticed really quickly was this is a very, very rubbery, very loose handle. So when you're putting it in the figure's hands, be real careful. This is going to break. I mean, this stuff is really rubbery, but this is the worst right here. So be careful about that. He also comes with an MK50 Sidekick. It's a little handgun. Flip it around to the right side, or the left side I should say. There's a hole right there, which the best place will be on his leg. Attach it to the right side of his leg, where I'll show you in just a bit there. We got the gray and the blacks, and it's a nice looking gun. It's not as rubbery as the handle, but it is a little bit softer. And like all the other Spartan figures, we get a variety of hands. Here are the kind of open spread finger hands, the two balled up fist hands, they can't hold anything, and the two finger outstretched hands. This is a little bit different than the two finger point hands. These fingers bend just a little bit, so you might be able to get something in this hand, but it's going to be very loose to hold. So it doesn't really look like they're pointing. I'm not really sure what they're doing. They're just kind of like this. I don't know. Now we come to everyone's favorite part, and that is articulation. This figure has about 32 points of articulation from head to toe. His head will rotate around, well, about that far, halfway. This is only about as far back as it'll go, but it will bend forward. It's got some hindrance in the connection of head and back area there. He does have the butterfly joints, so his arms move a little bit. He can lift his arms up about that far due to the shoulder armors. He can rotate his arms around at the shoulders. He's got bicep rotation, double pin at the elbow, a rotation, and a hinge at the wrist. All the hands have the hinge at the wrist. I can't get this torso, chest area to wiggle, or I can get it to wiggle. I can't get it to move at all. I don't know if it's stuck, cracked, if there's a hindrance up in here or what, but I cannot get it to move. Surprisingly, and this is a huge surprise for these figures, the waist moves just a little bit. The whole oval, not circle, is the hindrance there, but surprisingly, you can get him to move it a little bit. If you want him to sit, he can sit about that far. If you want him, actually him, her, I don't know. What robot? If you want this figure to lean legs back, it can go about that far. There is rotation just a little bit here at the thighs between the armor and the legs. Double pin at the knee. Rotation and hinge at the ankle. These are a little tight for my figure. And finally the hinge at the toe. So you can put this, ow, it just bit me. Oh man. So you can put this figure in a variety of poses. At least that's the point. We'll attach this visor so it just slides right on. There is an up and a down. So it slides on really pretty easy. Pops off pretty easy, but it will stay on there. The back here has this little contraption, this little piece here that you can pop out, rotate around, pop back in, and it's got the hole. No, sorry, it's got the peg for the bazooka. Get off. For the bazooka hole right there, so you can attach that to the back of the figure. Get it standing straight up. Over here on the right side of the leg, got this piece that you can rotate around. If I can get it rotated. Just like that. You got the peg sticking out there. Then you can attach the handgun. There's a hole there on the left side. So you can get this figure all equipped up. Now what would be really cool is if there was a place for all these hands. But that would be kind of weird. I know people don't carry their hands around usually. Not usually. So that is this figure. It's a very bright orange and black and gray. It's a nice looking figure. It's a lot better than any of the figures I got. Maybe I shouldn't say better than any of them, but it's a lot better than most of the Series 1 that I got. They've gotten so much better. And with the reveal and announcement of Wave Series 3, whichever series or Wave 3, the next set of, I think it's 4 figures, exciting things are coming. They are some neat stuff. I can't wait. By the end of this year, we're going to have a pile of these Spartan figures. So make sure you've got a full shelf available, because you're going to want to either display them in their displayable window boxes, or you're going to want to pull them out and display them in a smaller area like this. But these are great figures. My overall thought is these have gotten to be really great figures. They look nice. The design is nice. I like some of this brush metal. It kind of looks solid there, but if I move it around, you'll see it's kind of a brushed silver on parts of the armor. So it looks like the color has been worn. It's a little bit battle worn, I would call it. But yeah, these are the designs are looking good. The articulation is much better. They're not loose. They don't pop. They don't break as much as at least my Wave 1. I know some of you didn't have problems with Wave 1, but if you didn't see my videos, go check them out if you want to. But my Wave 1 had some big problems, and I heard the second release of Wave 1 was much better. So pretty soon we're going to stop talking about Wave 1, because the future is here. The future is now for these figures, and they are better. These are highly recommendable. Is that a word? Recommendable figures. So if you know anyone who likes Halo, tell them get in on this line. We are about to hit Series 3 in the next month or two. That's why I wanted to get this guy out. I'm really late on this figure. Anyway, now it's your turn. What do you think about this figure? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. And on your way out, check out my review of Emil. It's been a while, but check out Emil in the lower left-hand corner. I kind of like that figure. It's this guy right here. He's kind of cool looking. He's a little bit different than some of the others. Anyway, please like this video and share it everywhere. It really does help the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.